welcome. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Reign of Winter, our Pathfinder First Edition adventure, which features these wonderful and incredible players who are all Patreons of our channel that help us keep the lights on, keep us doing things. What has happened to my poor map? Why is it slid over there? Map.
Oh,
Map.
No.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Just back up. Thank you. Yeah. Who gave you permission to slide off my screen? No one is what. Anyway, hi guys. So for those of you who don't know what we're doing, every Wednesday we gather up and we play a 2-hour adventure of a module of our choice with our lovely Patreons. And today's adventure is a doozy. But before we get into that, let's give a quick shout out and thank you to the people that helped bring this show together. In addition to our Patreons, which of course are our sponsors. Hero Forge, for example, is a wonderful sponsor to the channel that allows us to create these really, really cool and awesome caricatures for our adventures to use in the digital space. And if we wanted to, we can also get these printed in 3D at home. So guys, consider checking out Hero Forge. Sirenscape for the wonderful music that you will hear throughout the game. If you want to make your game sound really cool, consider going over to sirenscape.com. Let's see, what's a cool thing? Oh, let's try this. What's this noise?
Name's Garb. Welcome.
Thank you, Garb.
Thank you, Garb.
All right.
Garb's my brother.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. And of course, Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, where you'll see all the dice rolls, you'll see all of the maps and things that we use are all done using Fantasy Grounds. So there you go. Now, as we dive in, let's meet the players and the characters that they're going to be playing. Starting, of course, with the amazing Calindria. Hello.
Hello. How is everybody?
I'm doing absolutely splendiferously, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah. Splendiferous.
Indeed.
I like it.
Indeed. Tell us about Kyrie.
Yes, Kyrie is a rat folk. She is a slayer. She is a former assassin. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's... I think everybody has already gotten us in trouble at least once so far, so...
It's true.
This is shaping up to be
all troublemakers.
A good group.
Yeah. All right, and of course, next up we have Lucas playing the role of Kichiro.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I play Kichiro. He's a Kitsune samurai. I would like to point out he has not gotten us into trouble. He was actually dragged into trouble by his substitute teacher. Thank you very much.
Kind of true.
But no, yeah, he's fun to play. I like to do characters that are a little bit weird combinations. So I did a Kitsune who's, mischievous with a samurai who's not. And then so he tries to balance that, basically. So, yeah.
Very cool.
I keep thinking that's an axe in your head, Kichiro.
It does, yeah, with the placement. It does look like that.
Or it's like in your ear.
Look. Next up, not getting eaten by a bear, because that's going to be for Gax in a minute, is none other than our dear friend Kyle from Play Nerd Ally, playing the role of
Hello.
Hello.
What the hell's going on?
What the hell's going on is we're about to kill some bears and take some names and other really mean and overly masculine things from Duke Nukem.
Oh
Yeah.
Who remembers Duke Nukem?
I do.
Yes.
My
Again,
dad
I'm
used to
old.
love
I
that.
remember things like that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
remember.
I used to play that all the time.
Old
Definitely-
streamers reminisce of nostalgia.
I feel like Fangorn is definitely he's trying to figure a way out of this right now while a polar bear is running at him. So couldn't get up the rope, couldn't get into the cave.
Nope. Well, I guess you're gonna have to bear with the consequences.
Wow.
Don't worry,
Please
Pelgrim.
don't
You'll have plenty of
unsubscribe. I need
consequences.
income. Okay. Next up, of course, playing the role of the book-eating goblin, Grax is none other than the patience-eating goblin, Neil.
Hey, yay, you said it right. Yes, I play Grax, the occultist goblin, and yeah, he's a book eater. Likes to hang around Falgorn. Because Falgorn has all the most delicious documents, and yeah, he's currently wielding a sword he can't really wield, even though he thinking we can wield it, but it's just a little too big. So might be handing that off soon as I either not get eaten by a bear or meet up with the team that we split off from. So
there's like this flashback scene of like Gax as a tiny goblin with like a sword. Yeah, you just put the pointy end in the other thing. Why do you find this so difficult? How do you not know how to use that?
So are all goblins just from New York now?
Mine are.
Yes.
Either New York or Russia, and you'll see why when we get playing.
have 2 split personalities.
Yeah, that's it.
In
all
fairness,
Excellent
all
gags.
New Yorkers are goblins, so makes sense.
Wow.
Either goblins or rats.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
back
you
up.
dirty
yeah.
rat.
Hey, everybody in New York, we love you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah.
great.
Hey.
Thanks so much. You're
Just bring all your
cool.
rat buddies to
Oh,
watch
look,
us.
look. All I can say, look, it's fine, it's fine. Look, if they're from New York, they'll forget about it. So anyway,
Hey.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this.
You're not sorry.
No,
We
I'm not.
can't because we love.
Tim,
Oh.
playing the role of Cromwell. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, Cromwell is a mostly human, Ureed monk scholar.
I have a question for you, if
To,
you don't mind me interrupting your lovely intro here.
I do mind, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I have a question. Do you say, I mean, I know what you said, right? But would you say Oreed or Oriad?
I say Ureed, but then I also said satire. No, satire.
Satire. Yeah, you did say satire. Yeah, it's interesting. Because I've always said Oreed up until recently, where someone said, no, it's Oriad.
Oriad.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Oriad actually sounds better, right? Like, Oreed is
I-
easy to say, but if you're thinking about, like, a mystical genie earth creature, Oriad sounds... You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the naming of it, I haven't seen any like pronunciation guide, so I think it's just like a book name. It's however you end up saying it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, everyone says book characters with different.
Yeah, it was
different
just.
way.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Continue. I was just. It was a very interesting thing that I'd recently come into. I was just like, what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a scholar, I think Ureed is better for him.
Fair. All right. Yes. So the Oreed monk Cromwell. And
Yes, on a quest for knowledge and to strengthen his body and soul and mind along the way. So typical of monks with their mad stat block, it got shotgunned everywhere except in the social skills department, which, well, who needs that?
Very true. Very true.
So whilst he's not a bad guy, can come across fairly blunt.
He's not a bad guy, and if just because he is bad guy doesn't mean he is bad guy. All right, and of course, rounding up our team of amazing fledgling heroes and their substitute teacher is none other than the mystical Mistwin, played by our wonderful friend Marcus. Hi, Marcus.
Hello.
You're a little bit soft, mate, but we can hear you.
Yeah, it's because I'm still recovering from the Rona.
Oh no, how you feeling? You doing a little bit better?
For the most part.
It's good to hear.
Anyway.
I mean, it is always rough when you have the run. If you want, do feel free to lean on myself and your fellow teammates if you want to pass the buck or baton onto people for things so that you can rest up while you're recovering. But it's good to see you here. Anything you want to say about Mistwin?
I had no idea what the fuck happened last week because I didn't watch because I was kind of dying.
Yep.
So I am literally as clueless as Mistwin is.
Well, you
gonna
say
be
that,
this
but
week.
Mistwin's an oracle. I mean,
Who- yeah,
Yo,
Should've seen
an
this coming.
oracle that he can that even if he saw anything coming, he can't prevent it. So
that's
he
true.
is
that's true.
literally embodiment of psychic closed due to unforeseen circumstances.
That's great.
Very, very well. All right. Well, first, thank you all for that. That's absolutely lovely. But before we start in, we're going to give thanks to one last sponsor, and that is, of course, you in our audience. You guys are the biggest sponsors to this channel, more than any other here. It's with your support, your follows, your subscriptions, and your donations that we're able to do all of this cool stuff. So if you guys want to be a part of the game, then first of all, stick around. Follow the channel. Watch what we do, because you will earn channel points, which you can use to influence and help out my players as we go on. But if you are feeling generous and you do feel like GM, what, Michael? There we go. Sorry, I am not professional. If you feel like being generous, consider any of these wonderful donations that you can use to boost up the channel and help us out. For $5, you can grant a hero point to a player of your choice, which will give them advantage on rolls or allow them to stave off death or petition the GM for things that might not necessarily be in the rules. You can also give me jinx points to do the same thing for my villains. Hey, we have a Miss Bowman. Hi, Miss Bowman. By the way, sorry, I want to give a real quick shout out because this is very. I'm interrupting myself for a tangent, but I'd like to say this. This is very personal. Miss Bowman, I would like to personally thank you so much for your donations this weekend for the Starlight Foundation with the Dreaded GM and on that show and on that channel. Your generosity blew my mind. I just want to take a moment in my show to personally thank you for that. You are a wonderful and a generous human being. I hope that you are having a wonderful, whatever colloquial time of day it happens to be. And I hope it continues to be amazing. All right. Sorry. Going back to the channel rewards. By the way, we just got $5 from Schooly Eye. Thank you so much for your $5 donation. Let me know in chat which of the players has a new hero point or if they have a jinx point against them waiting. But yes, so for $10, you can draw a plot twist, where I will draw several cards from a deck of random plot twists, and you will get to decide what the players have to deal with. Yeah, that's right. It's like a GM power kind of thing. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden 20, which is a natural 20. You can also give it to me because you like me. Yes. And of course, $50, you can grant a boss buff to an encounter that they're playing, making the boss harder and providing it more materials that our players can use, or you can give them a magic item to help them out of a tight pinch. This can be a custom magic item of your design, or you can leave it to fate to decide what magic items they acquire. There is also a secret menu item. The secret menu item is a special $100 item that does obviously do cool things for our players and stuff like that, and for today, the secret menu item, which will only be revealed once at the beginning of the show, is you, the audience member who achieves the secret menu item, will sit down with me at an undisclosed time in order to design an NPC character which will serve as a lifeline to our group. Similar to the way that Bad Ham in previous adventures was a merchant that would travel around and provide them with resources as they need to. Whenever we play in games like Reign of Winter, where there's like wide expanses of nothing that really they can spend money on and stuff, I like to have an NPC that is like a recurring ally, as it were, or a recurring nuisance, depending on what we feel like.
No Elder Brain Dragon this time.
No Elder Brain Dragon today. But yes, so today's secret menu item is, of course, sitting down with me and designing said character. So yeah. And I think last but not least, we're on a sub drive, guys. So the sub drive for this particular adventure is potions. Potions are the flavor of it. For every 10 potions, our heroes, for every 10 subs the channel receives for today's game, 1 potion of communal, I should say scroll really at this point. 1 scroll of communal endure elements will be provided to our party. So every 10 subscriptions will give 1 of these scrolls, which will help them in the cold and wintry days. So yeah, there you go. Boom. Yeah, cool.
If they're not feeling generous, then just feel free to scream in chat. We'll probably notice you anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are very chat friendly. So do please say stuff. Say hi. If you come up with ideas, throw them in chat. I'm 90% of the time I'll read it and probably do it. All right.
Also, Michael's got a jinx point.
Yep, I was saying, not sure if you saw.
True.
It was a jinx.
Miss Bowman coming in with 10 gifted subs. Guys,
God.
Falgon, my dear friend, you have been provided thanks to a lovely contribution from a fellow lecturer at the Hero Academy of Cinderfang, a Professor Bowman. You have been provided
Professor
with
Bowman really is amazing.
Professor
She
Bowman
teaches
is
the most
amazing.
glorious classes.
Absolutely. One of the most quintessential masters in heroism has provided you with a well-to-do needed scroll of communal endure elements, which will last for...
I didn't want to admit this, but I actually stole that scroll out of her desk the last time I stopped for her.
Of course you bloody did.
So she wouldn't miss it.
All right.
Falcon
Well,
knows, yes, so what?
with those out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get right into it. When last we left our adventurers, they were in the town of Heldren, a warm and summery town, not like the image you can see behind me, but more like this. In the height of the summer season, an unseasonable winter began to blanket the town, and the townsfolk, while at first enchanted by the miracle of the unseasonable weather, have realized all too quickly that this is something that their town, their quaint hamlet, was not prepared for. Thankfully, however, a nearby Academy of Heroes, known as Cinderfang, has conducted their end-of-year graduation quest, in which several fledgling heroes march into the town of Heldren and perform various tasks. The task that now sits before them is not one created for the exam, but something of a genuine nature. They head now into the woods north of the town in order to find the source of this unseasonable weather. In addition, a man was found, Urin, what do you call it? An Ulfin guardsman for a noble, was found frozen almost to the bone. Several frostbite signs over his body as he was recovered from the snow by the town's mayor and local hunter and cleric. He mentioned that Fae and bandits attacked them on the road, and that one way or another he would be grateful to anyone who could find information about what happened to his lady. Taking on this task with a small measure of reward, our heroes journeyed into the woods. A path forked out before them, separating Mistwin, Kyrie, and Kichiro from the rest of the group as they proceeded onwards. After encountering a small ambush by tiny vegetable people, our heroes were routed by two large Fae, Spriggans, evil... what do you call them? Hideous Fae, that's the name of them. As these two Spriggan began to bully and poke and prod at the group, a battle ensued, following which the large, heavy-set flails of these creatures felled both Falgorn, Grax, and, to a lesser degree, Cromwell. With one of the Spriggans downed, the second decided that he was hungry and needed something to tide himself over and make himself feel better. Taking the unconscious bodies, he set a trap, putting their forms in front of a large smoking fire in hopes of attracting his real prey. A large, hulking, lumbering bear. Smelling the blood from Falgorn, the bear quickly made haste and climbed up the mountain pass. Cromwell, who was pretending to be unconscious, untied himself and the others. But they found themselves cornered, the polar bear getting ever closer to our heroes. Eventually, Cromwell began to scale the large mountain face while Grax took cover in the shrubberies. Falgorn attempted to follow Cromwell, but unfortunately the cold chilled his hands and the gloves made holding onto the rope that Cromwell had lowered slippery. Seeing a small crevice, Falgorn frantically tried to squeeze into the small gap in the mountain itself, but has not yet managed to do so. The bear now lumbers, lurching, hungering. And as it arrives...
I think Grax just exposed himself as well with a spell.
He did. He cast a spell.
Oops.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
And Cromwell and Falgorn is down the at the bottom, fishing cookies out of his bag and trying to
Yeah,
shuffle
someone-
into the crevice. And it's like, why can't I climb the rope and get into the crevice?
I summoned a
I eat when I'm
poisonous
nervous.
frog.
All right. Everyone should be able to see the map now as
Yep.
our large grizzly bear has his turn. He raises a giant paw in order to swat at Falgorn.
So he's already broken out of his chains.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Real
he
quick,
did that.
my map
before.
is all black.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's because you're not there.
Rude.
Sweet, thank you.
Mine is also all black.
I'm getting there.
He's working on it.
Yay, I have it.
There you go. All right.
I just wanted to throw it out there just in case.
Okay. Now, as the bear swipes, threatening to literally cleave Falgorn's body in two, Falgorn ducks down, getting into the fetal position out of a reflex. As you can see, there is this scratch and scrape that digs into the rock above you. You manage to very narrowly avoid getting gouged. Meanwhile, further down the pass, having reconvened, that's the word, having reconvened to the tracks ahead, Mistwin, Kyrie, and Kichiro, you have seen a trail of footprints and blood, and can hear the sounds of the bears up ahead. We're going to take a moment for you guys to interact, as you have been following these tracks for a short ways, and have now believe that you have come to the source. The scene is yours. Also, thank you to Schooly Eye for the Jinx point.
Yeah.
So just real quick, how far away are we? Would we be able to hear anything, any sounds of this
Yes,
conflict going on?
You absolutely can hear everything. You hear the sounds of the bear. You hear the sounds of your comrades up ahead.
It doesn't sound good.
Kyrie, I was like, Kyrie would stop, kind of sigh, and look around for somewhere that she can approach stealthily. Which, you know, in a snow-covered wasteland while she's wearing all dark colors is not fantastic.
It's not. However, there are several small cliff faces and shadows that you can cling to. Yes, you can do that on your turn. However, this is more just a discussion / reaction /
Yep.
how you would like to talk to one another.
I suppose we should go see what that's about.
Probably. Kichiro, can I see your sword for a second?
He will kind of hold it out, but not relinquish it.
Yeah, he's like, just in case, and he'll wave his hand over as he casts magic weapon on it.
That'll be on your turn. This was more of a, do you want to come up with a plan before I throw you into initiative?
That is the plan.
All right.
Preparing.
Very well. Okay. Very well. Cromwell, from up above where you are, you can see the others moving up the path. You hang from the cliff face.
Oh, go on. Stop messing around and grab the rope.
Falgorn.
Oh, sorry. You're talking to me? I'm sorry. I've got a bear in front of me. Like, is it? Can I try to jump up the rope?
No.
Well, I lowered it down.
Yeah.
So that it's right in front of you.
Yeah, he
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, he was telling you to hurry up.
As soon as I can do something.
Oh, so I was just thinking if you wanted to say anything, like it's like speaking of the free action.
Yes, amazing. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh God.
All right. So Cromwell, you currently have hold of the branch against the wall. You've also got hold of the rope. Is there anything else you wanna do on your turn, or just keep like secured to the wall? The creature can't reach you from where you are.
Yeah, I don't have a third arm, so I'm not going to wave out to the guys down below. I'll just.
You can whistle to them.
They've made it this far. I'm going to make an assumption that at least one of them knows what they're doing.
Certainly isn't me. No.
Very well. All right. In which case, we then move swiftly to Falgorn.
Oh, okay. So there's now a rope in front of me.
Yep.
I am going to. I think I should. I had a different kind of plan, but I think that I should definitely head up the rope. I'm going to attempt to climb the rope and avoid this bear as best I can.
Okay. Unfortunately,
just-
moving through the bear square will provoke an attack of opportunity, even if you climb. Basically, as you can imagine, being on a loosely hanging rope doesn't provide you much means to defend yourself.
Is there any way for him to withdraw and climb, or not really?
Even if he did, the size of the bear, it wouldn't. It wouldn't help.
There's so what I'd like to do, as I'm terrified right now,
Should be.
and
Look at
as I start climbing, so sylphs have a bit of control of the air around their bodies. It's sort of constantly swirling. I have heard tell that wild animals generally don't like feces. So I'm just gonna fart as hard as I can and try to shove it in the bear's face with my wings, so that I can.
Is that just a nice way of saying you just shit yourself as the bear tried to kill you?
Well, we're about to make a fort save to see what happens. But yeah,
Oh,
sure.
God.
Let's weaponize our farts and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So, sure. Make a fortitude save.
A fortitude save to see if I can.
No, just to see if you poop yourself.
Oh, yeah, no, that's legit. Oh my god! All right, fortitude. Here we go. Fortitude. We can do it.
Or is it fartitude?
Oh,
Fortitude.
that's
Oh.
an 8.
Unfortunately, with an 8, as you attempt to weaponize your fart, a skill that your character does not possess, you do create quite a foul smell. However, it is not a fart that happens out. It is definitely upgraded to ShartCon 2.
I gambled and I lost. That's what happened.
All right. However, it's not it's only a small measure of that. But you have definitely created a rather foul odor.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
I do want to try to climb the rope if I can. That was intended to be happening while I was climbing.
All right. You may make a climb check with a -2 as your self-consciousness tends to win over your climbing.
Yeah, no, that's legit.
Yeah! Natural 20.
I granted.
You will begin to make your way up. Now this bear originally was going to take a bite at you, but you smell absolutely heinous, and he very quickly does not. He changes his mind immediately, and absolutely, just is repulsed.
Yeah, he approaches, and then like the smell like goes in his mouth, and it's just unpleasant for everyone.
Oh yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
We then move to the bear's turn.
No.
the newly
Stand up.
shat upon bear. Yes.
No. He has not been in any way, shape, or form. He has literally just smelled how foul you smell and is moving on to here,
Uh-oh.
where there is
covered.
another tasty
I'm
little
covered.
snack.
Cover.
All right. There is a 20% concealment chance because you are in the
Oh,
grass
okay,
here.
cool.
Actually, I'll go with 20% because you're no longer concealed. You're no longer
Yeah,
hiding.
light concealment.
Yeah, so
Whatever it is, yeah.
20%.
Okay.
So if I
That's
get if this rolls a 1 to 20, he will hit you.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a 14.
Ah!
All right, he is going to try and
no!
bite you.
Ah!
Instant
Minimum
death.
damage, but minimum damage brings you to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not dying.
You're not dying, but
Ooh.
if you are staggered, meaning that if you take any strenuous activity, you will fall unconscious and start dying immediately. All right, stagger. Stagger's not a condition. All right, whatever. I won't need to put stagger in. It's fine. All right,
It says disabled.
it's fine. All right, Kichiro, it is your turn.
Sweet, that's me. So at this point, is it safe to say that we can see what's happening, or have we not made it around this little bend here?
Give me a
I
moment.
could see you, so I assume if you were looking, you might see me.
Now, aren't we above it?
No, you're below it. I'll say that you guys have made it to about here.
All right. So basically, I just saw Falgorn climb up a rope, and then I saw a polar bear bite a bush for some reason. Essentially what I've seen at this point.
You can see Gax as well. He's not hidden.
Okay, I can see him. Okay, cool.
I'm in
That's what
as
I wanted to
well.
make sure of.
But can
Yeah,
he
yeah,
see
yeah.
Grex?
Just that.
You can see what's left of him anyway.
Indeed. Because I was literally just hoping that, oh, good, Falgorn got up the rope. That means maybe we can just sneak off before this thing realizes we're here. Nope, not so much anymore. Okay, so I guess the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make that polar bear the
Oh,
subject
sorry,
of my
they don't
challenge,
have the
if I can.
description of this bear, Michael.
Sorry?
They don't have the full description of this bear.
Oh, right, yes. So, this bear in particular is... Where's my book? There it is. Sorry. Whew. Apologies. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I love putting in monsters from other editions. All right. Here we go. Okay. A frost-filled beast of white fur. It stands greater than any other bear you have ever seen before, at least half its size, if not more, than that of a great brown grizzly. Its fur stark white and claws blackened and tipped with razor-sharp points. Along its ridges and haunches, you see large horns that seem to protrude, made of hardened skin, almost as thick as armor, repellent to weapons and swords. Its jaws set with razor-sharp teeth and ferocity, like, pretty much... pretty much it is the size of a small, angry house.
Just in
Wait-
case you were having ideas of charging into this thing,
about
Kichiro.
20 foot, about 20 foot in length and weighing up to about 15,000 pounds.
It's a big boy.
Dad?
Oh, there you go. Full description.
Well, I was thinking about trying to distract it, but now I'm not so sure I want to do that either. Kichiro's just going to turn around and walk away. No, I'm just kidding. Like, well,
died
that
in-
sucks
he
for
died
him.
in
I'm out of here. Indeed, he died in combat, so, you know, that's all you can hope for, really. Bye. All right. All right. So, sorry, I'm looking at the map real quick, see what I can do here. All right. Kichiro will look at his companions here. Are you both still there? Because I know you were talking about, Callie was talking about sneak it off. Are you still here?
They're still
Yes,
there for
I
the
haven't
moment.
had my turn yet.
Okay. All right. If I am able to distract this beast, Do you think you can get Grax out of there?
It will take me a while, but I can try. I move so slowly.
So do I. So you're good. I think we have the same movement speed actually. Okay, so the part on the map that's just to the north of where I'm standing, that kind of opening between the two bushes there.
Yes.
Does that lead upwards?
It does lead upwards.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to make the polar bear the subject of my challenge, just because I can. Because why not? And then I'm going to move up towards that opening. And then, once I'm there, I am going to shoot it with my short bow.
Ew, bear.
That might get its attention.
Yes, that is the hope.
The challenge lasts until one of you dies, doesn't it?
Yeah, more or less.
Or it runs
until-
away,
yeah.
essentially.
All right.
It's defeated, however that is decided.
All right, you turn your attention to the bear, and standing before it, you draw your blade, and there's kind of like this this kind of intimidation aura that comes in. It's like almost an instinctual, very animalistic instinct that draws his attention as you draw your blade. Words are not exchanged, but he now sees you as a threat to his territory. He snarls.
Shoot.
All right, you gotta run to there.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how far I can go because I don't see the grid, but yeah, up that way as far as I can go.
He's
Essentially.
a grid, does he? Right, no worries.
No, it's fine. I estimated. That's roughly where I should be, I think.
Oh,
Because the goal is to shoot him with my bow and then kind of run up that way to kind of take him that direction.
there you go. That's the grid if you guys
Sweet.
wanted to.
So I can actually go a little bit further. Yeah,
Alright.
basically as far as I can, but still see him. There we go.
All right, sweet as. We have just received, ladies and gentlemen, a $50 donation from Miss Bowman.
Oh
And she
gosh.
has selected
Oh no.
Oh,
the boss
gosh.
buff.
What?
No.
This was well.
This thing wasn't
why
terrifying
would you
enough,
do
I
this?
guess.
All right.
This thing wasn't
Alright.
intended to actually fight this thing, but maybe it'll
As
buff the next
As
one.
it grows, its
Well,
teeth
here's
get
the catch.
longer, crushing Grax even further.
Well, here's the catch. Here's the catch. There's always a trick to this. So, the boss buff is an increase in the strength of the boss. However, defeat is not necessary. But if it is achieved, you do get a reward for doing so. Also, hi Turkey, it's good to see you as well. Hope you've been well. So yes, bear that in mind. Now, here are the changes that begin to occur. You watch as the bear originally was just hunting, just looking for scraps and morsels, smelling blood. It thought maybe there was a wounded animal it could pick clean. It wasn't really violently attacking you guys like it would against a predator. It looks at Kichiro, and as it does, you watch as its fur begins to take an almost sleek and sheen kind of coat to it, almost as if someone had doused it in water, and the water had turned into slivers of ice. The horns and armored platings start to form almost plate-mailed armor over the creature's body. And as it does so, you watch as it rises onto two legs, standing erect.
Why do I get the feeling it just growled, "Challenge accepted"?
Well, it actually does, more or less, because what it does is, from both of its paws, you actually see what looked to be an extension of its claws in solid ice. Razor-sharp claw blades now protrude from its arm. This thing looks... if you ever watched The Golden Compass, yeah? There's
Yeah.
there's a bear in that one who wears like the armor and stuff. This basically looks like that with like ice armor covering his body and stuff like that.
Oh my god, it
this-
became bear tick.
This has now
booger.
been
Oh.
upgraded. And I will find some more stats because I do have some really cool stats which I have to go and run for the book for. But this is now this is the bear, and it is definitely looking at Kichiro. Miss Bowman, you have the honors of naming this creature, and Mistwin, you are on deck.
Oh,
Follow-
God.
Yeah. All right, Mistwin, you see that happen.
Mistwin is now regretting all life decisions up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
As oh god, no, I have to be next to him in order to use that. 25 plus 5 feet.
Yeah, real quick. I don't know if it's gonna matter much, but I didn't actually shoot him yet.
Oh, I thought your challenge was a standard action.
No, it's a swift action.
Oh, my apologies. Sorry. Yes, in which case, yes, you do. Please do indeed have your standard.
Not that it's gonna do much, but we're gonna try it.
Shoot him in
Ping.
the eye. Ping. Oh, it does enough ping that it pushes him over. Then he falls on me. And
Now's the time to roll 320s.
All right.
I'll try. Hopefully, my rolls aren't like they were 2 weeks ago. They were bad. You want me to go ahead and drop it on him or just in chat, Dag?
I'll drop it on him. Absolutely, that'll all
Okay.
that'll all work. You know what? I'm gonna use this opportunity to go and grab that book and make those changes. But we do have a name for Miss Bowman. This
Oh,
is
God.
now the bear known as Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Ooh.
Good name. I like
a
that.
very good name. That's a very good name.
I love it.
All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Mhm.
But Kichiro, as you've pulled out your short bow, you kind of slide in the snow and you like crouch down low. As you fire the arrow, it seems to just glance off the iced armor. So there you go. Was this
He
That's
is
one-
about what I
within
expected.
He is within 30 feet of me, is he not?
Oh, actually, yes. No, this was an encounter bar one. The encounter bar.
Oh yeah.
Is yes, no, this is an encounter bar one. I don't have the encounter bar up because I forgot to reset at the start of the stream. But this puts us at $60, which means we are $40 away from another encounter.
Oh, no.
God.
Do it.
I gotta remember to do that, but thank you
Blaze
for
of
reminding me.
glory, my guys.
All right, all right.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh,
real
bear
quick,
comes and bites the other
Bear does that. Kichiro a shot. Mistwin, you're up. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds because I'm gonna go run and go grab that book.
Am I
Oh,
muted?
No.
Okay. Well, when he comes back, I still have my my Kichiro's within 30 feet of me. I have my misfortune ability, so I could.
Nice.
You're giving him a reroll?
Yeah, but that's.
Oh.
Yeah, so, hey, Dag, we, before my turn, I want to use my misfortune ability to let Kichiro reroll that 7.
You may do so, Kichiro. Now, as Kichiro is re-rolling, guys, can I talk about this real quick? Guys, Green Ronin, the Advanced Bestiary. If you, like me, play Pathfinder 1st Edition, this, I can't tell you how important this is. This is as important to you as the core rulebook and the Bestiary, right? This thing here is nothing but an entire book filled with templates to improve your monsters as a GM. There are so many ideas in here. Arboreal creatures, dread blood knights, brambles, cold creatures, swarm creatures, gargantuan creatures, devouring creatures. You want to make someone a what's this? Hold on, let's have a look. Boom. You want to make someone a giant blood? You want to make a giant blood dire rat? Here's the giant blood template. You add that to your rat stats, you have a giant blood rat. There are so many really, really cool and awesome ideas in this book. Green Ronin, the Advanced Bestiary, definitely pick that up. Now, guys, hi everyone. Welcome in, Raiders from OzQuest. So good to see you, my friend. How was your stream? I hope it was spectacular because you guys are spectacular. And if you haven't checked out OzQuest, go check them out. All right. Now, unfortunately, Kichiro, with your second attack, that does still seem to fall shy as you attack and your bow glances off the ice armor, protecting Frostbite, the polar bear.
All right.
All right.
Now
Mistwin.
for my... is this the first round of combat?
Let's say yes.
All right. So that means I can only move or do a spell. I cannot do both.
Oh, yes, you've got that curse on you, so you actually have to be staggered at the start.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
I am staggered for the first round of combat. Unless it's surprise, then I get a +4 to my initiative, and that's basically it.
Oh.
I do believe later on I will lose the staggered condition, but alright, 25 plus 5 feet every 2 levels. So the bear's not within 25 feet of me, is it? Okay.
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, no, it's eating you right now.
Yeah, it's eating me.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
If you want, you should be able to step forward and then.
I can't cast anything if I move. I'm staggered.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for
Hang
now.
on. Quick question, Michael. When it turned around, was I still in its mouth?
Your body just being shaken around like a chew toy.
No, you haven't been grappled.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if it pulled me out of the bush and then faced Kichiro, then I'd be like on the other side. I think I would actually be in the range of this turn. But,
well,
yeah,
even then,
yeah. that'd
I
funny,
wouldn't be
but
able to
yeah, it's
cure
fine.
light wounds on you because it's a touch spell. So,
Oh, true. Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess for now I will just cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Oh no, you're gonna.
Yep, and now I gotta roll.
Oh, no.
Now I gotta roll d20 for my
Be
table.
high number. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
fuck yes!
What does that do?
So let's see. On a 20, I gain the benefits of haste for 1 round.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice.
Nice.
Does that counter my staggered condition though?
I'd say no, but you at the very least now are you now have that as an ability.
Yeah. Next
Benefit?
turn it'll be hasted.
You now have that as a buff for your character.
Yeah.
Also, hey GM Workshop, good to see you as well. And
Which
we
literally
have
ends
a
on my-
$25 donation for Please They're Fragile. I am presuming a hero point for everyone. But do let me know if that is not the case. Otherwise,
I assume that was Mac.
I feel like it was. Thank you so much. And by the way, guys, that does put us $15 away from the next encounter.
Oh my god.
But don't worry, I won't necessarily. I'm not so cruel as to do a boss buff, then put the encounter in here. It'll just go locked into the chamber. for that. There you go. All right. So I think that brings us then to Kyrie.
Hello. How does would I be able to like try to keep low and sort of use stealth while full running, or
Now there is an ability called Fast Stealth, which allows you to do that. Normally, when
No.
you're stealthing, you have to move at half speed. Otherwise,
oh my god, I'm already so slow.
Right?
Does stealth cost me, or stealthing cost me a move or in anything?
Does stealthing cost you a move? No.
Like, can I-
You can do it as part of a move action.
Okay, so I can double move, but at half speed, so full move while stealthing. If that makes sense.
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I would like to do that. I'm gonna move a whopping 15 feet, guys.
Oh no.
All right.
No. I'm coming! I didn't yell that out. I'm just me, the player, yelled that.
Unfortunately, the bear can break the fourth wall.
No!
Get text
Alright.
going through it.
They'll full sprint if he like runs past, but I'm not pissing him off while I'm
Dag rolls
trying
into
to
that
get in.
20. bear launches out of the computer screen and we just see Neil gone.
What? Wait, how did I? There we go. Oop. There we go. It's either the chair or me. Oh.
Hey, that's not bad though. Haste gives +1 to AC. So yeah, now I'm at 18 AC with Shield of Faith.
Let's see
Nice.
if that works. Does that work? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Everyone
yes.
check their HP.
I'll take
Well,
sure.
there goes.
No, that's
there
fine. I
goes
have to
the
fix that.
goblin.
Yeah. Just...
Minus 2 dex. +4 con. Sorry, I do apologize. This is taking a little longer than I thought it would. So that's
You're good.
4, which is 5.
Quick, someone see if diplomacy will work on the bear.
The diplomacy likely will not.
Quick, someone fart on it again. Daze it.
Just a bit cloudy.
If we all crap our pants at once, it'll run away.
That's not a unreasonable thing. Okay.
What is if I surprised? I told him he'd be like, "Oh, bro, this is how you do it."
Okay. So, who wants to know all the nonsense that Miss Bowman just applied to this amazing boss?
Oh no.
Okay, here we go. So, Frostbite the bear.
Gone. Yay, we did it, guys.
All right. Well, looks like our only option now is to tame it.
Well, the
Now-
thing
it
is,
now
now that
has
it's
an
been
ace.
now that it's been named, this is something we can fight later, rather
Yes.
than
Yeah.
having to defeat it now.
I'm just trying to get Grax out of this tree because
It now has
he's
an
unconscious,
AC of
right?
25. It has one.
No, he's
I'm
not.
on 0. I'm not unconscious,
Okay.
but I will be if I do anything stupid.
Well, I'm
So you
coming to
can
get you.
move.
So
which
don't
is
do anything
everything
stupid
I
quite
do.
yet.
Alright, well, I don't know why that's not picked the size, but that's fine.
But I hope my turn doesn't come up soon.
Oh, please do not grow any bigger.
You're
bear.
next. Don't do it.
Seduce the bear.
Okay.
Here's
So
the last
here's
one.
what it has. It
I
now
just crawled
has
towards
a
the bear, yeah.
cold aura. The
Oh,
area
no.
around it emits a freezing cold that can
What?
wound nearby creatures. Anyone
Oh.
within 10 foot of it will receive
Oh.
2d6 points of damage per round it remains within that range. A successful fort save will halve this damage. An icy creature or a creature that is attuned to ice can ignore
I have
this
2 dice.
or succeed as a free action. It can exude ice. As a full round action, it can, which by the way, I will say that the turn to transform will be its next turn, so you don't need to worry about it having a turn this round. But it is able to
That's
exude
nice.
ice from its body, creating a suit of armor, giving it a +4 AC. Plus, anyone who makes an unarmed strike against it will suffer 1d6 points of cold damage for coming into contact with its armor.
What
Ice
is
Mastery.
happening?
It gets a +1 attack and damage on any foe touching ice. Ice Touch. Its
That's
ice
everywhere.
attacks now deal a chilling touch. Anyone who is attacked or grappled by this takes 1d6 cold damage, and those who are successfully grappled must make a fort save or become paralyzed as they begin to ice over.
Oh my god. So we just created like a CR7 bear.
Pretty close. It's a
He
CR6.
just
It's
killed
a
me.
CR6. All right.
Oh.
It also has ice walking, which is as the spider climb ability, and it can climb over any surfaces that are considered to be icy in terrain, meaning, unfortunately, Cromwell, it just got spider climb on the wall you're on.
What?
Oh
Oh.
God.
It's a spider bear.
And lastly,
Alright.
and by the way, I'm not making this up, this is all just what's in the goddamn book. Ice Body.
Spider bear.
An icy creature is chilling to the
Ooh.
touch. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Yeah. So it also gets
forgot
treated
about
as if the area around it is steps colder. So for endure elements, if you stay around it too long, you'll start suffering like frostbite and other things like that because the area around is doing that. So there you go. This is Frostbite. He is a named monster.
What?
All right. I hope you.
Maybe we should just try and lure the Spriggan back, who thinks it's caught its dinner, and then whilst the bear is just eating the Spriggan,
Just
can escape.
cut
Look, the
Ursa
Spriggan-
Arcadius,
Spriggan's probably-
Archduke of the High Base.
Look, to be fair, the Spriggans probably turned around and gone, "Oh yeah, no, cool, I've got this," and then watched it wear armor and gone, "Not that hungry."
it changes. It's just like
I saw
Oh, that's
Risen
epic.
like-
That's really epic.
maybe next time.
But again, like I said, guys, advanced bestiary, damn good stuff. All right.
Ursa Arcadius, Archduke of the High Base.
So, in order to, for fairness, I am going to forego the 2d6 damage per round until a subsequent time is gone that I think the air is cooled enough to be dealing that damage.
Oh.
So, do not fret for that. I'm not going to basically kill you guys without you guys having turns and stuff. But
I
that's-
live another day. No, just
okay,
kidding.
but that is where we're at. I do apologize. Sorry that did take a little bit longer than I thought. Kyrie has stealthed in and moved. Your stealth check is, if you would be so kind.
You're right. Not fantastic.
No.
That is not fantastic. That is. Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
You have a hero
like-
point.
It's not like he can't fail. He doesn't fail though. All right. He
Wait.
doesn't see you, but he can smell you.
You have a hero
She's,
point.
she's within the 30
I'm good.
feet.
Okay. Oh,
wait,
she's
no, I
within
used
30
it.
feet?
No,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
No, it does reset because I had my turn already.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah. And it's.
I'm good. He said I succeeded.
No, I
Oh.
said you failed.
Oh, I heard you succeeded. I'm sorry.
No,
Or
no, no,
I
you
heard
failed. He
You
smells
could
you.
fail,
He
but
knows
you
it.
didn't. Is what I heard.
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
I think he was talking about the bear. Could fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what you said was different. Here's what I heard. Okay, as a player.
All right. So the big question.
Yes.
The big question is where to next? Grax, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I'm like conscious, but at 0, but also not.
Quick,
you are-
possibly
you're
dumb
conscious-
question.
You're conscious and you are at 0, meaning that
Okay.
if you attempt to take a strenuous action, you will fall unconscious at the completion of that strenuous action. You can move.
At
As
the
in-
end of the action?
Pardon?
At the end of the action?
At the end of the action, so you will complete the action. Yes.
Okay. So what if
Can
I use that action?
Before you
Okay.
go, I'm sorry. Since I failed
good.
stealth, does that mean I can double move? Or
no.
no, because okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So if I did an action to heal myself,
Then that's fine. You will
Okay.
not fall unconscious.
so I kind of just roll onto my back because I'm still kind of like, oh my gosh. You know, like as I slowly kind of get up, I kind of flip through the pages of my book, just put my hand on it, and I cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
You cast Cure Light Wounds on yourself?
Yeah. Oh wait, he's right there. I'm playing.
You can cast
360
defensively.
degree vision.
I forgot. I thought he was like
You
paying
can cast
attention
defensively if you want.
to. Well, I thought he was paying attention to Kichiro, so I was like,
He is. These are free.
oh,
This is a reflex. Like someone starts chanting behind it, all of a sudden it just goes whop.
It's got 4 legs, remember?
no, I.
Casting defensively means that as you cast, you make a target number 17, I think, with your level 1 spell. DC concentration. If you succeed, you cast the spell and you do not provoke attacks of opportunity. If you fail, you simply lose the spell.
Just as a suggestion,
sorry,
friendly
Joel.
suggestion, while it's distracted, maybe wait till it moves away.
Yeah.
You could wait.
I was good in between casting a spell and just playing dead. So I think I'll just play dead.
Play dead? Alright.
Yeah,
He's
just
all
I
over.
kind of see it and I'm just like,
It's not a problem. Alright. Cromwell.
I mean, I don't know that this thing can climb cliffs, so
No, but I thought I would share it because
I mean, even if it can, being up a cliff is probably better than not being up a cliff.
Well, it separates out at least the number of targets and where they are.
Yeah.
Cromwell, can you make me a survival check?
Okay.
oh no.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, it's these rolls today.
With
What do you
11,
mean?
you
It's
don't
like
notice anything.
10 is average. Everyone gets upset when they get 10s, but like 10 is not a bad number.
10's fine.
Yeah, it
10,
sounds pretty good.
with the 10, nothing really out of the ordinary happens. Just some snow and some rocks from up above sort of fall on you from higher up. Just the wind and stuff has knocked some of the stuff from up above you down on you. It's just like clumps of snow and stone. That's about it.
It's spring.
Right.
The spring
I
is
think I
just
probably
so
failed to
rocks.
miss the bad weather coming in or something like that. Terrible. Okay, so Falgorn has grabbed the rope, hasn't he? And he's climbed up. Okay, well, now that he's climbing up, I'm going to start sort of preparing the next section. So I'm going to look for handholds and things to go up higher.
Not a problem. You can see further up ahead there are more handholds that'll allow you to scale this rise. The rope that you have with Falgorn is now securely tied to the branch that is jutting out of the side of the cliff, so you don't need to be there anymore. But
Okay. Yep.
do you wish to climb it, or do you just wish to locate it?
I'll start moving up slowly, just so I'm kind of showing Falgorn a path up.
Sure. Make a climb check. Ooh. A 13. Unfortunately, the 13 is too slippery. I will allow you to do the following. You may re-roll this. However, if you fail a second time, you will fall. With what you got there, you have enough to have reached for it and gone, nah, I'll fall if I keep moving. But you can try again if you want to push yourself to make that move.
Okay, so I've got enough to hang on, or I can try and make a leap for it.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Seeing that the bear seems to be looking over at Kichiro, I will not leap up to then immediately land in front of it this instant.
All right, very well. Falgorn, you are hanging from a rope. You have soiled yourself. The advantage is it is so cold, it's frozen.
Yeah, that's good times. Everyone likes that. I'm concentrating on getting up onto the ledge and trying to sort of survey the situation.
Very well. Make a climb check.
Oh God, another one. Good Lord, this.
But you're at least holding a rope this time.
It's true.
Right. All right, we can do it. We can do a climb check. All right, come on. 7.
I think that isn't usually enough to climb a rope, but it depends what your conditions are.
Well, given it's cold, windy, and he's got a -2,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you don't fall, but I'm gonna say you make no progress.
Oh my God. Okay.
Can he do
All
a double, a second climb check in a
Sure,
turn? or-
I'll allow. Normally you can't, but I will allow for a second climb
Okay.
check, just because.
Since
I
it's
feel
the
sorry
only thing
for you at
apparently
this
he's going to be doing.
I was just
it's
wondering if
just
you
the
tried to
only
do like
thing
a
I'm gonna
move
be
action
doing.
and a standard action with that.
Oh my God, no.
Oh,
No. Well, yeah, no. You're basically just hanging around.
Yeah.
But that'll
Right.
be your action. All right. Frostbite. Okay. Frostbite's armor is kicking in, and he is going to move 5, 10, 15 up to Kichiro. As he does so,
I thought he was transforming this turn.
how dare you catch me out in the things I say.
well, that could be a standard action.
No, it's a full round action. It's fine.
Oh.
Aw. All right. So he watches the armor is now fully over him. At this point in time, if people are near him when they end their turn,
Ah!
they will take the damage. That was made clear before, Grax.
Yeah,
Thank
but even moving would have been intact.
Kichiro.
Oh no.
Well, that is less than ideal. All right. I have an interesting question for you. Is there any sort of like small wildlife in the area, rabbits, deer, anything like that?
Around this thing?
Just in the area around where I'm at, not around him. No, because they're not going to be near him. Around up where I'm at, in that little alcove and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna get you to roll me a percentage. Let's see.
You look around and see all the woodland creatures from the whole area cowering there.
What brave tiny creature. This,
Well, if there's a rabbit, it's probably the one from Monty Python.
Yeah.
94. You know what? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there is a creature.
Everybody's around.
Roll a d8 for me, please. This is going to determine the size of the creature. And no, 8 is not colossal.
Oh.
Okay, 5. So you're
Just
looking at
finds it too
something. You're looking at something a bit smaller than a deer.
A fawn.
Let's
Like
say.
a fox?
What? Sorry.
That's
Like a fox?
Yeah, actually, that's not a terrible idea.
badger.
What about a badger? Badgers are more.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this area
I
is
was
not
saying,
so.
don't make it a fox. I'm a fox person. Come on now.
Yeah, but you're not a fox. You're not the same species. All right.
No, I understand that, but
Anyway.
still.
The creature is a badger. You have found and located a badger's warren not too far away. I will say that that yes, because this is a temperate, no, but it should be a temperate summer. The badger is unhappy and unimpressed, and in its, it's like, what the hell, man?
Careful, it's going to mess you up.
All right, so basically what I want to do with the small woodland creature is I would like to wound it, if I can, and then kind of throw it out here in the middle in hopes that the bear will go for the bleeding, wounded animal.
Ooh.
I swear, if someone donates $15 and turns this into a dire badger, you will make my life.
Oh,
It's
I
like-
have money now.
all right. Well, there's the badger. All right. Badgers don't care. It's like Badger's sitting there, like already angry. Someone shoots him with an arrow. He says, "Oh, it's gonna be that kind of night." And just rips off his shirt,
Challenge accepted.
He rips off his hide and eats his muscle.
covers itself in ice.
Grows 10 feet.
The,
Yeah.
the badger also becomes an ice bear.
Jesus Christ.
An ice badger.
It's
All
actually
right.
the cub.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're trying to
it's not-
wound it. I'm gonna say that you are pulling your shot. So if you hit it, you will do minimum damage. So make your attack. Presumably with your bow. Yep.
Nice.
All right, you hit the badger.
Sweet.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, so basically,
what's your minimum damage?
minimum. That's a good question. I mean, it does 1d6, so I guess minimum would be 1.
Oh, that wouldn't do anything. Yeah, roll your dice. All right, 5 points of damage. Okay, you have bloodied the creature. It is wounded. It is angry, and you want to try and throw it.
Yeah, basically, I want to toss it out here into the middle between the bear and me.
Very
Essentially.
well. I will require a hero point if you wish to do it in this round,
What?
because obviously you've made your attack this round.
Remind me to not let my circuitors.
So you've wounded the badger, now you want to grab it.
Yeah. So that'll be the second bit: is grabbing it and throwing it.
Yeah.
Do you wish to
Like, I can't
sacrifice
just
your
use
hero-
that as like my move action to grab it and throw it.
No, because throwing is a standard action, especially to grapple another
Gotcha.
creature and throw it. But I will accept your
Alright.
hero point for it.
All right, you drive a hard bargain, but I'll do it.
Yay! And we just got a natural 20 from Schooly Eye, which means two things. First of all, you will grab the badger and you will attempt to throw it. I will need you to make a melee attack against the... combat maneuver CMB against the Badger. You'll probably win, but we'll still make it. And secondly, Schooly Eye, thank you so much for the $20. Dude, it's so freaking wonderful and so helpful. Let me know where you want to spend that natural 20, or if you want to spend those hero points or jinx points, either or, however you want to spend them, you let me know. For the lols, Dice Gods
Yeah.
Dice Gods give it to Gax this time. All right, Gax, you have a natural 20.
Cool.
All right,
Thanks,
look at that.
Schooly Eye.
Can I say that I also kind of love the whole like rolling a dice to determine these? Like, I think that's really cool.
That's usually perfect because I'm.
Okay, there we go. Boom. Gax has now got the coveted natural 20, and in addition, we now have another encounter challenge, as we have reached the $100 spot for today's episode. So thank you very much to everyone who's contributed to
It's
that.
a dire badger.
Yeah.
It is a dire badger.
Yes, it is a dire badger. No, this one won't be a dire badger. As I promised, the encounter won't happen in this. It will likely happen in the next one. But we are now, what's it? $95 on our way to the next one. So there you go.
Nice.
All right. Also, hey, Lord Kosh. What's up? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. All right. So, your CMB has hit the badger. You have thrown the badger between you and the bear. The bear looks at it. The bear looks at you. Now,
The bear thinks
I'm on
you're
a horse.
dick.
Actually, no, I'm
now,
not a
if-
horse.
now, as you recall,
I'm in a bush.
the bear was in hunt mode. However, you changed that, Kichiro, from hunt mode to protect territory mode. So, if there's anything else you want to do, speak now, or watch your friend rest in pieces.
You did challenge it.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, but it doesn't know that.
It super does.
Or does it?
How does it know that I've made it the focus of my challenge? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
Didn't
Because
you
someone
yell
paid
at it?
$50 for that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone
well.
pays. Yeah. This is not.
It
this
has
is
an
not,
intelligence
This
now.
is a smarter
I was
than
like,
the
because my
average
challenge
bear.
is just me deciding to focus on it. That's all that is.
No,
Yogi
no,
Bear.
It's not like an
no.
overt
To
maneuver.
be super clear, to issue a challenge to something is to actually like sort of get into a mode where you are dueling this creature. That's a two-way street. You know what I mean? Like you challenge them. You basically go, this person or this thing is the target of me doing that. Much like a bard would sing in order to buff people with their performance checks, your challenge is the equivalent of a duel. You're basically saying that I am engaging you warrior to warrior, and these are what I get in order to perform my duel. Do you know what I mean? So in this
All right.
particular case, you've
Do
come
it.
at, well, at least it's interpreted you as a predator or someone challenging it, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're literally challenging it. And so it is now responding to your challenge. Now, it doesn't have any obligation to attack you. However, at this point in time, that was the donation that got into that. He is now a boss buff, and he has gone, this is why I've it's more my rationale as to why he boss buffed, was because of the challenge you issued, not because of anything you actually did. But yes, he is cross. There is a couple of things you could potentially do. It's not a hopeless situation potentially, but I just wanted to put the ball in your court to ask if there's any final things you would like to do.
Is there anything I can do?
You do have
Because I used all my stuff, I think.
Well, because you used a hero point, you do still have a move action, and you do have a swift action. Also free if you want to use anything like that. Right now, you are standing, weapon drawn, armed, having shot the badger and thrown stuff at it. Also having shot at the bear previously as well. You are still armed, and as far as he can tell, still a threat.
All right, so I still have my bow out then, is what you're saying?
Very much so.
Okay. Does that cost me my move action to kind of sling that over my back?
Yes, it would.
All right. Yeah, I would say I got a decent distance between us, so I'll do that. I'll go ahead and sling the bow.
Okay, make a. Do you have handle animal by any chance?
I don't think that's a skill.
It is.
That is.
Pathfinder.
Excuse me.
Oh, it is.
I do
Okay.
indeed. It is a class skill for me.
You may use
didn't see that
handle
one on
animal
there,
if
sorry.
you would like.
All right, just drop it on him.
Yeah, no, just roll in chat.
In chat? Okay.
Yep. All right.
It's been a while since I played Pathfinder, so I'm
Don't
not
be-
sure.
Oh, that was
come
almost a
on.
15.
Oh,
Man, unfortunate on that one. I will. You know what? I will give you advantage because of the badger, so you may roll again. Oh wait,
really?
sorry. No. You're untrained. Yes, it is a class skill, but you don't have any ranks in it, so you can't roll it if you don't have ranks.
You don't actually have it.
oh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
It's one of the. There's a handful of skills in Pathfinder that if you're not trained in it, you can't actually use the skill.
Yeah, but if anyone else
Oh.
does have ranks in it, they can. I will allow you on your
That's
turn
good to know.
to utilize it as well.
That's
I can no longer do those.
Nope.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna keep moving. All right, Mistwin, it is your turn. You are now hasted. Gotta go fast.
yes, and I'm no longer staggered.
And you're no longer staggered.
Mm-hmm.
So many things.
So we're gonna go. And each space is 5 feet, right? Or is that different for
Each space is
Pathfinder?
5 foot.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go 5, 2. Let's go here. And then Mistwind's going to kind of despite not liking these certain deities, he's going to usher a little bit of a prayer to specifically for Asma as he casts Ill Omen on the polar bear.
Ill Omen. All right. What does that do?
Alrighty. You afflict the target with bad luck. On the next D20 roll the target makes, it must roll twice and take the less favorable result.
All right. That's actually really good for it. Oh, well,
And
really good
then-
for you. Sorry, not this situation.
Yeah.
Does it have to make a saving throw in order to avoid that?
Only if it can speak and has a free hand, and if it's aware of the spell and its effects. Otherwise, it just says a target who can speak and has at least one free hand, who is aware of the spell and its effects, such
Oh, no.
as from
Sorry.
a spell.
Under saving throw at the very top there, it says none. So
Saving
yeah, it's
throw?
fine.
Yeah, none.
All right, so it's got no saving throw. All right, cool. It has Ill Omen applied. Ooh. All right. Next up, after Ill Omen has been cast, we'll go to Kyrie.
I would like to move as far as I possibly can. I'm gonna try to go. So like, hold on. I'm coming.
Sure.
There.
Yep.
If I double move.
Sure. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Very well.
You can
double-
try. You
you
can try stealth again if you move into the bushes with your move.
No, it'd just be.
Well,
she'll
'cause I
be
double
standing in the
move.
bushes. She'll need to take a stealth action to do that.
Yep.
But you can see Grax, and Grax can see you. You can have a. You can talk to him if you like.
I see right.
Don't do anything stupid. I'm coming.
Okay.
Grax, it is your turn.
So, question. If I use my hero point to kind of roll out of his 10-foot aura thing you're talking about, although I don't think that Drax would know about it.
No,
But,
I
like,
don't, I don't know. No, I don't mind that. No, see, okay, hold on. First
I guess
of all,
Drax would be trying to roll away from it, but like trying to like I want to use the hero point to kind of avoid the
attack of
the
opportunity.
fatigue part.
Sure.
No, I was talking about the like when I end my turn, I would like the
Alright,
the
Then you'll need to crawl to about here,
okay.
which you may do so.
Yeah.
Now, before
Okay,
I
and
forget,
that was my hero
Mistwin,
point.
Yes.
unfortunately, you are within 10 foot of the creature,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
and will take 4 points of cold damage.
Eh.
as being this close to the bear, you realize, have you ever had that moment where you've opened the freezer door and like just this wave of just this cold air just goes it's already freezing cold, and that's what you feel on top of it. It sort of stings at your face and the tips of your elf ears as you take 4 points of damage.
Our winters here get to very fucking cold, so I probably know what this feels like every winter.
Yep, that sucks.
So I use the hero point to avoid the attack of opportunity then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'll take that for that.
Okay.
Very well.
Sounds good. So yeah, you just kind of see me, Kyria, you just kind of see me roll. Like, I just kind of, while laying on my back, I look at you and I go, just roll towards you.
All right. Kyria, do you say anything as Grax rolls next to you?
Hi.
Hello.
Good. Excellent. I'm glad that you guys have had meaningful relationship bonds.
I hung my head. I just realized you guys couldn't see it.
Oh, okay. Well done. I'll accept that. All right. Cromwell.
Nowhere.
Seeing as it seems somewhat slippery and treacherous to go further up, I'll plant my feet and just reach down and ready in action to help Falgon further up.
Very well. Falgon, you will receive a +2 bonus in order to climb on your next turn, thanks to Cromwell.
Lovely.
Hi. All right. Which then actually brings us to the Angry Badger. The bastard in me just wants to have the badger run up and bite Kichiro.
Just charge Kichiro.
I mean, he kind of deserves it.
I'm gonna make I'm not that mean. I love the idea, and I feel like I'm punishing it, and I don't want to be. I'm gonna make a will save here. There we go. All right, it fails its will save. It is frozen in place. It is unable to move, and will actually take 2d6 points of damage from the bear at the end of its turn, taking 4 points of damage, which legitimately staggers it. So it is now staggered. Then we go to Falgon.
I am still trying to get up this goddamn rope in my shit pants. Is what I'm trying to do. Let's see how it goes, shall we? I almost did a bluff check, and I'm like, no, you tried that earlier and you failed. Like this. Oh my god!
You fall.
I got a 2.
Do you want to use your hero point?
I do. I really do. I want to use my hero.
Roll it again.
Oh my god! Just this fucking climb check. This is what 5.
So basically, your worst enemies are wolves and chickens.
So Falgorn literally can't do anything. Falgorn is just like, no, I read about this once. I can do it. I saw it in a book. So I got an 8. Am I still just?
Well, no, because thankfully, Cromwell is giving you an assistance with a +2. So as you're about to as you're struggling on this rope and about to fall, Cromwell reaches down and grabs your hand and helps pull you up a short distance. Thankfully, he pulls you just out of range, but you notice that your foot, your actual boot, is now frozen solid. There is a actual sheet of ice now covering it. You could literally crack it and pull out like a glass boot, basically. That's how frozen your foot just got.
Oh, Falcon, what is that smell?
Oh, it must be the bear.
Oh.
I can't imagine what you're talking about. And I'm just like, just embarrassed and wanting to cry at the same time. I feel like that's probably it for me at this point. I'm trying all this to just get up this thing. I'm gonna stand there and like take a breath. Just okay, but everything's fine.
All right.
Everything's.
You try to catch your breath while hanging onto a wall. It's not easy if you've ever been rock climbing. But thankfully Cromwell's giving you that like leverage, so as you're like trying to catch your breath. Cromwell's like conditioning as he starts like, just pulling you up. All right, we now go to Frostbite, the polar bear, which I'm now naming an Arctic ice bear. This creature is gonna make a will save as to whether or not it still sees Kichiro as a challenger to its territory. Kichiro, having put their weapon away, it is now reconsidering. It knows what an offer is. It is basically, this is the, what do you call it? This is the passive. It's Kichiro acknowledging the bear's superiority. So it's debating whether or not it's going to accept it. However, because of ill omens, you can roll twice and take the lowest.
Oh, nice.
So that is an 18. And a natural 1.
Yeah.
The bear walks over and bites down on the badger. And unless anyone's going to do anything, with the badger in its mouth, it will walk off.
Rest in peace, little badger.
Does anyone wish to do anything?
Clean my pants.
While suspended in the air? All right.
Yeah,
Well,
bear, run away. No.
With that, we leave initiative.
Ugh.
And I would like to thank our audience from last week and this week for this encounter. And do not worry, this is definitely not the last time that the heroes are going to encounter Frostbite. I love this. Frostbite.
Why does Miss Bowman want us dead?
Well,
Literally
they didn't die.
no, kill them.
I think Miss Bowman just wanted excitement.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
yeah.
there wasn't
No,
enough.
she put no, kill them. She wants us dead.
No. Because, I mean, look. To be fair, Malachis on vacation, so
Yeah,
Yes,
we need
so you
someone.
okay. Now,
The worst. No, I'm just kidding.
because I want to move us through this, you guys descend and catch up on the events as of late. Falgorn, you smell awful. Do you have does anyone have prestidigitation?
No,
Dude.
but if
I have
there is
great water.
a campfire, I do have spark.
So you want to warm his frozen pants?
No.
And
Absolutely
then
not.
sponge bath him.
I just wanted
I'm
to.
going to. I'm definitely going to like sort of head off behind. I'll be back in just a moment, and just I'm gonna head over to be like behind a bush and just sort of try to clean out as much of the frozen as I can.
Okay.
It's another meaning to that movie, I guess.
Let's see.
It's
No.
fortunate that you.
Been on night shift though. I think it just makes you bloodthirsty.
It's fortunate you guys caught up when you did.
No, that's not what I want.
Oh yeah.
We've had so many things.
Can someone take care of Grax here?
I'm
Yeah,
sure Grax can take care of himself.
That's it. All right.
There's
I'm
little-
gonna say just because I don't wish for you to have to suffer this, that it does take you a little, it takes you a little bit of time, but you do manage to clean yourself up. Create water is absolutely not going to help, nor is the heat, but it is going to afford you enough time to take a long rest. Now, keeping in mind, you guys are still on the trail to try and find the location of the attack site that Yuln told you about. And you obviously will lose more of the trail the longer you take. So it is up to you guys whether or not you want to use resources and heal, or if you do want to take a long rest. I know that a few of you could definitely use it.
Yeah.
But unless there's any protest, we're going to assume you guys are going to take all the time you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around at him. I feel like I'm a little exhausted right now, and I don't know if it would be wise to keep going without trying to replenish.
All right.
Yes, I think before we stop completely, we should at least have a look ahead and see if we can gauge a direction to follow in the morning.
Taking a little bit of time, it is not hard to find the trail that leads through the mountain pass. It is a small and winding area that leads following the same place that Yuln had described. Now that your paths had converged, you're once again back on the trail. You're not sure how long it'll take along the trail, but you at least know where to go once the morning strikes.
Cool.
Night follows, and the campfire is quiet. Several of you are injured and slowly licking your wounds, while others are tending to the duties of the camp, cooking food, providing hot tea, and the like. We are going to do a very quick campfire scene, where I'm going to ask you all a question, and you are going to share your character's answer to that question. The question for today is, what is your favorite source of recreational entertainment? What is your character's favorite source of recreational entertainment? Mistwin, we'll start with you.
Probably book reading. Specifically of like other obviously being an oracle, Mistwin needs to keep not really in tune, but like in understanding of the different deities. He even tries to read up on some of the lesser known ones, just in case he needs a source of blame for why something screws him over.
Very cool. Very cool. Cromwell, what about yourself?
Cromwell actually, for recreation, enjoys having a dance. Finds it combines the martial aspects of his training with a bit of the theory and reading of moves and patterns.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Garax, what about you?
Grax also enjoys books. The more color there is, the better they taste.
Beautiful. Falgon.
Let's see. Oh.
So did you ask me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Who is it?
It's you.
Nodding,
Oh,
yes.
it's you, yeah.
Sorry, I'm nodding. I had Coke in my mouth.
There's when you ask Falgorn, you just instead of answering directly, you see him pull a pack of cards out of his pack, and he just starts like doing all kinds of fabulous card tricks with them, like running them through his fingers and doing auto shuffles and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, well, I enjoy playing cards. And while he's talking, he just continues to do all these tricks. It's very interesting because the history of them is truly astonishing, and the mathematical possibilities that you get with them as far as various types of like different percentages that you might get a certain hand in different games of chance. It's really quite amazing when you look at it. People look at them as sort of base things, but eventually, once you learn about them, they're really quite amazing. It's a whole universe in one deck of cards. And then he ends by like doing a rainbow shuffle, where it's actually just like a full arc in the air and then puts them back in the case and
Greg's
sticks them
gonna
back
try
in
and
the bag.
sneak up behind him and try to spook him while he's shuffling him.
Oh my god.
Make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Sneaks up behind him so hard he shits himself again.
Right. And I got an 18 perception.
I have a 27 stealth.
Oh my god.
He startles Falgorn. Falgorn, after his very, very epic performance, drops his cards. Falgorn, can I get you to draw me a percentage, please?
It's just if they fall in the fire.
Are you asking me for a percentage to see whether or not my fabulous cards get destroyed?
Oops.
No.
Because Neil's a fucking asshole.
What was the percentage?
11.
Well,
They go in the fire.
Okay, so I'm going to announce that I officially that I won today. I shit my pants, almost climbed the rope, and lost all my things. I officially
I won. I shit myself.
It was me. Yes.
Oh,
The stress
Sorry,
has
Falgorn.
finally gotten to Falcon.
okay.
The last straw.
he's just gonna
I'll get
Just gonna
you
leave.
a pair.
a little bit. Just gonna he just finished telling you that there's a whole world in a pack of cards, but he's
Did
watching
they
it burn
just
up.
fall in?
So,
They just fell in, right?
Yeah.
Create water. I'm gonna save them.
oh,
So you're gonna
No.
get the.
no, don't put our fire out.
You do know that like plasticized cards is a modern invention.
Sorry,
right?
Falgorn, I'll save your cards.
Water does not save cards.
All right. The fire that I just spent ages drawing.
oh my god! Yes, we're in a freezing environment, you asshole.
Goes,
Oh
the
my
water goes
God.
out. You immediately all feel a massive chill, and I need
Can I
everyone to
smack
make me a
Rex upside the head?
You
I
can
am
after
going to-
everyone makes me
can
a
I-
fortitude save.
Can I
I'm
use
going to
spark
pull
and
out
set Drax on
immediately-
fire so we have a source of warmth?
Immediately, I'm going to pull out the scroll that we were given earlier and cast that on everyone. As I watch as the idiot goblin, I'm just going to let you know straight up, Neil, this has really detrimentally affected my character's relationship with yours. Like, there's
Falgorn will remember
like-
this.
yeah, Falcon is not happy with you at all and no longer trusts you. Like,
Sorry.
He's your student. You
Yeah,
have to.
I'm
You have
sorry.
That's why I smacked him, so you don't have to.
All right.
Ah!
So,
Even better, I'll just use spark on Grax. That way we have something to burn.
all right. The fire is out, and the chill is almost immediate. You do feel literal damage about to ensue upon you when Falgorn is angry, pulls out a scroll. Grax, is there anything you want to say or do before I continue?
God. I immediately
I look at Falgorn, but I
while
like-
holding the scroll in one hand, I am going to grab like the scruff of the goblin and hold them away from the scroll.
Good call. Yay. For
I'm
those of you who don't know what that means, Grax is actually, and I don't know if you can see it behind the nat 20 that's there, but Grax is actually a goblin who goblins hate writing very, very vehemently, and he is a tome eater, which means that he gains powers from eating scrolls. So when Falgorn pulls out the scroll, you immediately grabs hold of Grax, holds him away from it, casts the spell, and just as Cromwell, you especially started to feel your joints starting to ache, you suddenly feel the cold is not as biting. For the next 24 hours, you guys are, well, I wouldn't say immune, but you are very resistant to the effects of severe cold. You no longer feel as though you feel as though you could go without a fire, potentially, but, you know.
As long as we've got the blankets and everything.
Yeah, as long as you got the cold weather gear, the blankets and stuff like that, as long as you've got rudimentary cover, you should be fine. Now, After that, Kichiro, what is your favorite form of?
No campfire anymore. No.
I liked campfires.
After
Yeah,
finishing
campfires
shaking
was
his
my
head
favorite
at what just
pastime.
happened, Kichiro's favorite sort of pastime is fishing. Actually,
Oh.
it's something he used to do while being raised in the daimyo's household. After a long day of training, he would often be taken fishing at the end of the day to sort of unwind. So he still enjoys that.
That's really cool. That's super cool. All right. Kyrie?
Do I get to smack Grax yet?
Oh, you absolutely do. Grax, as soon as Falgorn pokes Grax down, there's this clip at the back of Grax's head. Grax's head, by the way,
Don't-
feels, for those of you who want texture, Grax's
already
head
fell
feels
over.
like the back of a rubber ball.
All right. Don't do anything stupid is still in effect.
Oh.
Right. Grax, you recognize that Falgorn is actually pissed at you because he just walked away. He just went to bed. He
Went to
didn't
bed.
say anything. He's just done.
Dag just really wants to draw.
Grax starts a new fire with Falgorn's tent.
I can't actually start fires. Surprisingly, but goblins actually love fire. I think, right? Yeah. No goblins. it's a sign.
There you go. Done. Beautiful. All right. So, as you rest and recover for the night, it does go reasonably well. Do you have any healing spells remaining?
Did we get Kyrie's pastime other than
I-
smacking Grax?
I had one spell left before.
Please
I
roll a
did this
d8
side.
in chat.
Okay.
And I will say that Grax, as the most injured party member, you will receive that amount of healing.
The D8 plus the Cure Light Wounds thing.
Yeah, so d8 plus 2, I think, at the moment. So
Yeah,
9
so I
to
would have
11.
got 9.
Nice.
Sorry, other than smacking Grax, I either missed it or did you not say your pastime, Kyrie?
I did not.
Yeah, this is just as...
I was being sneaky though.
Yeah, I figured. As
No,
before...
hers.
Oh,
Nope.
no, you're good. No, you're good.
Hers in short form is living vicariously through wealthy people. Her favorite thing, especially if there's like a gala or something going on, she likes to sneak into places and see like the happenings going on. So she likes to basically travel the world without being able to travel the world and have wealth. So that's her big thing.
That's super sweet. I like that. All right. Thoughts of your favorite pastimes guide you into the land of dreams as you slumber out in the wilderness. The school has taught you multiple times on how to survive in the wilderness without supplies and provisions. But this is the first time you've really felt like you've been in an uncontrolled space. You know, all the camping has usually been done on the school grounds, mostly with teachers not too far away camping alongside you. And while Falgorn is here, you did see him get beaten up by some frozen chickens. And, well, quite frankly, it does feel as though this is the very, very first time that you are on your own. The morning light welcomes you, and the snow still persists. It seems as though the temperature has dropped even more than yesterday. The cold is not letting up. Whatever is the cause of it continues to grow, and you can even see down past the steeping hills that you have been climbing that the line of snow is expanding outwards. The sphere of influence that this has is getting bigger. Packing your bags, you make your way along the road, following quickly as you trail the pathway that Ulm had told you, until eventually you arrive at a scene of carnage.
Oof.
And I love how it's been censored for the kiddies.
Yeah, oh no, just a bunch of dead shadows.
All right.
It's all coming together.
Here we go. And
What on earth happened here? This is terrible. I wonder. I'm immediately going to start searching the wagons to see sort of who these people were, because I've read enough stories. I'm aware that they could be good guys, it could be bad guys. We don't know.
Well,
until we see
I
what's
could
going
describe
on.
the scene.
I don't really. Do we? Is that?
All right. Near the forest's edge, the temperature has grown colder, and the road ahead is now littered with debris and the corpses of several slain humans and horses. A carriage stands in the road, with a missing or freed horse cut from its harness. Another overturned carriage lies nearby, sprawled and broken near the tree line. To the south, you see more bodies that seem to have fallen, and what appears to be a statue of ice, and a snowy trail leading southwards into the forest. As you approach to investigate, the first carriage appears to be locked. Decorative chasings on this expensive carriage bear the mark of a Taldan heraldry, damage from many arrows having been fired in a battle that took place here. Even a spear has been wedged between the handle of the carriage, as if to pry it open.
So this first carriage is locked, you said?
Yes. That is presuming you guys are moving up.
Yeah. This one, is it like two doors locked together, or like a little lock on a thing? Like, how is it?
It looks like it's locked from the inside, and it looks like someone's jammed a spear in it to try and pry it open.
Oh, I was actually gonna say, can Miswin use his longsword to try to pry it open?
There's already a spear in there, and you could probably give it a jiggle if you'd like. Make a strength check as you try to swing it back and forth a bit more.
Oh, that's
Oh dear.
All right.
Everyone, do not get too close. We don't know if there are traps in here.
Good point.
Can Kyrie make out how many might have been here?
How many might have been here? No, but how many currently are here? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead
No, I
bodies.
mean the tracks. Like if someone had done the killing. Here.
There's quite a large number. Maybe about
Okay.
12, 13 other people. You can't identify in any way like exactly how many people are. This is like a battlefield. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
people have.
Yep.
Yep.
So it looks like these people have been killed, like they haven't just died of frost or something.
Yes. Many of them have arrows. Some of them have sword wounds and the like. You see one dude's missing a leg.
Kichiro,
Yes.
might you know certain cuts to certain weapons? Maybe you can tell if like a cut was made by a certain weapon.
Oh yeah, you want him to survey the damage and see if he can tell sort of what they were
Yeah.
using?
Yeah, exactly.
I can give it a shot, sure.
Yeah. Come on this way.
And then I don't know if he would actually be able to tell or not. Obviously, he's familiar with specific
right.
types of weapons. But
Yep. Lots of swords, lots of axes.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
if anything goes down here, I think you would find more use to this than I might. And I'm going to kind of, from my bag, kind of pull out the cold iron sword that we were given. the orphan named Yum gave this to us, and I'm not too strong with swords, so I figured maybe you might find more use to it. I'm gonna kind of hold it up towards him.
Kichiro will take the sword and sort of bow his head. Thank you. That is incredibly kind of you.
No problem. And then
He said it may assist with the creatures that he had seen.
I get onto him.
So Kyrie still has her quest to find the lost dog. Is there a dog here?
Oh,
You're on mute, Michael, but we saw you say no.
No.
As everyone is sort of heading around, I'm gonna go. Let's remember our training, shall we? Which skills are going to be most useful right now? We need to check for traps. We need to check if we can open the locks.
Traps.
We need to discover what did this and what we might be able to use against it. Remember to gain resources. We are out in the field. Anything that is useful that we can carry, we should. So who shall attempt a test in the real world for you? Who shall try to open the lock?
What is it made of? The thing that's locked.
The carriage?
I'll try.
Wood.
Sorry.
Wood.
Wood.
It's a
Okay.
wooden carriage.
I'll just punch it.
Oh,
Uh,
I was
sure.
gonna try to lock it, and then you just punched it, and I'm like, oh.
All right. Roll you damage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
All right. The wood cracks, and as soon as it does, you hear the sounds of pained moaning coming from inside the carriage through the cracks that you have now made.
Oh. Survivors.
Sounds like someone might be in there.
We'll continue. I don't believe it is
I'll
trapped.
put a foot up and try and get my fingers in and just sort of wrench the door open.
I'm gonna try to help. I'll give a help back.
Maybe call out that we're not here to hurt whoever is inside.
That's a
Alright.
very good choice.
All right. As you call out, informing the person who is inside the carriage that you are not there to harm them, grabbing hold of one side and Cromwell, you grabbing the other, you both pull and wrench that hole open. And as it flings open, suddenly, out lurches
Zambi.
Zambi!
Oh,
Zambi.
well, I was
Oh!
close.
All right. A creature of flesh and rot, walking upright, a putrid smell emanating from it, and glowing red eyes that burn within its eyeless sockets. This creature is a wight, and as it lunges, it sort of puts its arm and torso out of the carriage. You guys haven't opened the hole the entire way, so it can't quite escape, but it is going to reach out and try to attack and grab one of you.
I don't think it heard you, Kyrie.
Right?
But we will
Because
find
I'm way
out-
over here.
But we will find out next week
Oh.
who is under
I
the...
guess you'll say next week we'll find out who's right or wrong.
Oh,
That
no.
That one.
Oh.
Let's see if our group...
He grabs him.
Will our heroes manage to find out what happened here? Will they manage to locate the missing lady who has been attacked? Or do they simply not have the white stuff? Find out next week when we return. But for the time being, however, we are going to do our little wrap up and farewells. We are going to say farewell, of course, to none other than our dearest friend Kyle, who's getting ready for their own adventure. So, Kyle, till we meet again, good sir.
He's got 1 minute to give us his favorite moment.
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
it.
That's my favorite moment is definitely using my racial ability with wind to make a polar bear fall apart. Yeah, absolutely.
You mean
was the
when
whole
you
thing?
shit yourself?
That's right. See, no, the first part was my favorite moment. The rest of
No.
it was not.
Follow through, not so much.
Beautiful. I love it. Also, Boulderstone Hut.
Mwah!
That is a great name. I love Boulderstone Hut. That's such an awesome name. All right. Well, let us wave farewell to our dear friend Kyle, and we will go to our credit screen.
Wow.
There we go. All right. Guys,
Aye.
thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to everyone who donated, who subscribed, who helped us out. Honestly, guys, right now it is a difficult time for content creators all over the world. People are doing their best as they can. So any kind of support you give myself, my friends, noteworthy causes, or even the entertainers that you enjoy makes a world of difference. Thank you so much for allowing myself to continue doing this thing that's so much fun and amazing. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Honestly, freaking Frostbite, the bear.
Oh.
Jeez, that is 100% a recurring villain. Like, I feel like as we go on, I'm just gonna keep adding stuff to Frostbite and just have him be like, like kind of like the boogeyman or like the giant worm, from Dune. It's just gonna show up when you least want.
We're going to get to the end of this campaign, and he's going to be the boss.
Yeah, that's it.
It's gonna be
Cause the entire winter.
it's Precious all over again.
It is. But before we head off, guys, let's ask our players the thing that we like to ask at the end of these games. Guys, what was your most memorable moment for today? I know that today was dominated very much by dealing with a very overpowered polar bear, but did you guys have any moments that stood out as particularly memorable? Let's start with Marcus.
Well, I think we can all agree which part was the most memorable, other than the polar bear.
It's true.
That poor badger.
Poor badger. Oh, that
Poor
poor
badger.
badger.
I was totally gonna try to save it too. I wanted to keep it as a pet. I will get a pet badger.
You were gonna pet badger. Well, you know what? The badgers are from this area, so I mean, maybe that'll happen. Maybe it will. We'll find out.
I want
Brax?
that to complete Miss Swim's whole arc.
Oh yeah, that's the whole arc. Just find badger. Grax.
So you can probably guess which my favorite part, but I want to say this. I do feel bad about doing it, so I'm gonna make it up to him at some point.
Well,
But
that's how these things work. That's
Yeah,
how these things
giving-
work. Look, Kyle
Giving
isn't
Kyle
annoyed.
emotional damage.
Kyle isn't annoyed, but you know what? Look, I mean, sometimes
know.
that's how it goes, guys. You gotta.
I didn't know his cards were gonna fall in the fire.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
ultimately, like I mean, you're not the villain in that story. I am, because
Yeah.
I am the one who made the roll. You didn't have to fall in the fire.
Yeah.
But I think, in my mind, Falgorn was having the worst day. He was supposed to be the teacher on this little thing, and I feel like that was just the piece de resistance of this day. And Kyle lent into that so well. He's been doing just amazing. You know what I mean? Like I think he wore that well, and it's going to give you guys a great
was good.
opportunity to be able to bond.
Mhm.
Speaking of great opportunities to bond, Kyrie, do you have a memorable moment for today?
Well, I honestly thought what we all remember besides the polar bear was going to be the assistant teacher there crapping himself. So
Yeah, that's pretty memorable.
that was definitely the most memorable for me.
I mean, Kyle really does tend to push those boundaries of like, what can I do in the game that my character actually can't do? And I can't argue with, like voiding yourself or even passing gas, on command or at will is a very powerfully difficult skill. And I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should just say no, but you know what? I always say no to Kyle. And if I keep saying no to him, then what am I really saying about my own abilities? Like what? I can't handle a fart?
Well, last week he did try to reverse ballerina, spin, twirl himself up the rope.
He did do this. But no, yes. I thought, you know what? It does make sense. It would make him repugnant to the bear. And you know what? If he's willing to cast aside his pride to do so, I'm game. Let's play this out. Very, very memorable. And can I also say this? And this is just me personally. I was annoyed that Kyrie couldn't make it. Like, what is your move speed?
15.
15. I am going
That's your
to
max,
give
yeah.
you. I'm going to give you, on one of the corpses you have searched around for, a pair of boots of striding and springing right now. Just that. You have that. That is yours. You just keep that, because I'm not going to play with you with this character if you're going to only move at 15 foot around in slow. Because there's going to be, like, difficult terrain and snow and all that. I'm just like, no. I'm not going to have you waste 3 or 4 rounds trying to get in
What
every
is everyone's
Yeah, I
speed?
think
How did you
I
even
think
manage
we're all
to,
kind of screwed
get
on
down to
speed
15?
'cause
Oh, she's
my
already
own-
she's wearing heavier armor and she's a small creature, so it's
Oh,
already
yeah.
20 foot and then 15 foot from the heavy armor.
I thought you
heavy
couldn't even
armor.
stealth in heavy armor.
And then half speed for stealthing.
It's medium armor.
Medium armor, yeah, but then half movement again from stealthing. So,
Yeah.
yes, boots of striding and springing, please add them to your character sheet. You will now have them, courtesy of one of the bodies that you will have looted. Also, good morning, LV. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Hi. All right. Lucas, memorable moment from today's session.
Well, aside from what everybody else has already said, you know, the whole crapping in the pants and all that good stuff, which was
Yep.
great. I think for me, for Kichiro specifically, he was, after the fact, very proud of himself for the way he handled that polar bear engagement. And he thinks that he would have done his late father proud with the way he handled it, by sort of putting himself in danger by making himself a target, and then managing to get out of it without actually fighting. You know, kind of using violence as sort of a last resort sort of thing, and avoiding unnecessary conflict. He thinks he would have done his late adopted father, very proud for that.
I think so as well. I think that definitely goes to show that Kichiro is more than just a fighter, you know, that there is that value of life, even life that is as terrifying and strange as the ice polar bear, you know, that it was to be respected, you know, to a degree. It reminded me of, what did it remind me of? I think it was, I want to say it was Avatar, but I don't know if it was or not. There's this thing floating in my mind of a group of individuals who went up a mountainside and found these little snowball puff things, and they were hunting them. Maybe Sword Art Online, I think that was it. And there were these little snow puffs, and on the mountain there was this giant ice samurai, and it was like the king of the mountain, and it protected the snow puffs. And when it showed up, you had to release the snow puffs and then, you know, apologize, bow for its forgiveness and stuff like that, because it was a noble warrior of the mountain. It kind of
that's from Konosuba.
Is it from Konosuba?
It is, because they
Oh,
were
yeah, that's right, 'cause he has
capturing
his
the
head
little snow
chopped off.
puffs, and then the snow samurai appeared and fucking stabbed the dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it brought to mind, and I was like, that's really cool. Like the fact that there was almost like this you know, respect between Kichiro and this giant bear. But I'm so keen to keep that giant bear coming back. Yeah. All right, Tim, memorable moment for today.
I think it was probably your evil cap to Felgorn's day with the burning of his cards. Just
Yeah,
on
not
top
gonna lie,
of everything.
Felt a little bad, but I did. So for me, I said there's a 20% chance it's going to fall in the fire. So just so everyone knows what the percentage was, it was 20% chance. So less than 20 meant it fell in the fire. If you know,
Yeah, it's more because it's a carry on from last session as well, where he tried to climb up, failed, tried to climb again, failed, tried to get in the gap, failed. I lowered the rope further, and he still failed to get up the rope.
And then
he's basically just spent the last like 10 rounds in combat just trying to get off the ground.
and then in the previous game, he was like beaten up by chickens.
Yes.
By frozen chickens. You know, I feel like there is a great story here about the character going from being an academic teacher to being a real adventurer that's lying there. So I'm super keen to see where Falgorn goes in the future, because I'm going to definitely give him those moments as well. Because my job as a GM is not to make you guys feel weak and inferior. I think at level 1, it's about setting that pace that there are bigger things, that there are scarier things. But ultimately, I like to be the kind of GM, and I like to be the kind of person who elevates other people. I want you to be the hero. I want you to be lifted up and to feel amazing and incredible and do the awesome things. I mean, again, same thing here. Like, with no questions asked, I'm giving Kyrie a magic item because I just don't want them to not have fun in something that I think their class specializes in. So I'm going to give them to, that's how I'm going to treat Falgorn as well. Though don't tell Kyle, because I feel like Kyle will take me for a ride if I tell him that. But because I love my players, and I think that's what all GMs really should be. Is if a GM loves their player and really values them, their time, and their commitment to the story and stuff, you always have the best sorts of games. And I mean, case in point, I've got a guy in chat right now, Dave from Careful Cantrip. I feel very much that way. I feel like you can really see how much Dave loves his cast and loves his players, and he does everything he can to elevate them, and really kind of lift them up and their stories. And that's what I love about playing at Dave's table, even though I've only played a couple of times at the moment. But yeah, I'm loving my games over there. So go check out Careful Cantrip as well if you feel game. All right, I think that brings us to the end. Guys, we are going to leave, but as we sign out and go and raid, I have a special thing for you. I have a special, wonderful, and amazing thing for you guys. Let me get the raid set up first. We're going to go and raid Winter's Tales. They're doing some world building, so we're going to go and raid our dear friend AJ. But before we do so, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the intro to the new series starting this weekend. Friday night for our folks in the US, Saturday morning for the folks in Australia. Prepare for the upcoming Spelljammer series.
Ooh.